Here now are the answers to the exercises about factoring general trinomials. Our problem number 1, we have here 16x squared minus 8xy minus 3y squared. Okay, for this solution, first multiply the first and the last term. So we have here negative 48x squared y squared. And then we are going to factor this out, and we have to look for factors that will give us the sum of negative 8xy. So here are the factors, and the factors that will give us the sum of negative 8xy are positive 4xy and negative 12xy. As you can see here, 4xy plus negative 12xy, that is equal to negative 8xy. So it is the same as the second term. And then we can rewrite this equation. Instead of negative 8xy, we are going to use this. Okay, rewriting, we have 16x squared plus 4xy minus 12xy. Now this is minus because positive multiplied by negative, that is equal to negative. So minus 12xy minus 3y squared. And then we are going to combine here some terms that can be factored out. Okay, we can combine 16x squared and plus 4xy since 4x is common between the two terms. And then we will have here minus. Now, since this is enclosed on a parenthesis, 12xy here will become positive since positive multiplied by negative, that is equal to negative. And since this is negative, we will have here positive since positive multiplied by negative is negative. And then factor out 4x here, so 4x will be on the outside. 16x squared divided by 4x, that will be equal to 4x. And 4xy divided by 4x, that will be positive y. And we can factor out 3y, so 3y will be on the outside. 12xy divided by 3y, that is positive 4x. And positive 3y squared divided by 3y, that is positive y. As you can see here, we have the same terms on one quantity. We can combine this as 1. And we can also combine 4x minus 3y. That's why we have here the quantity of 4x minus 3y. Multiply this by the quantity of 4x plus y. And this is our final answer. For problem number 2, we have 18m squared minus 27mn plus 4n squared. The same process. Multiply the first and the third term. We have here the answer. And then factor out the result. Find factors that will give us the sum that is equal to our second term. And then we are going to rewrite the equation using this. Okay, negative 3mn plus negative 24mn. Positive multiplied by negative, that is negative. And then we are going to combine two terms and another two terms. Okay, so on the first quantity, 3m is present, is common on both terms. So we can factor that out. It will be on the outside. And then divide 18m squared divided by 3m. Okay, that is equal to 6m. 3mn divided by 3m, that is negative n. Okay, the same is true on this quantity. 4n is common between the two terms. 24mn divided by 4n, that is 6m. 4n squared divided by 4n, that is negative n. So the two terms on this quantity are the same. We can combine them as 1. And we can also combine 3m minus 4n. We have here the quantity of 3m minus 4n multiplied by the quantity of 6m minus n. This is our final answer. And for number 3, our given, we have 15x squared minus 13xy minus 6y squared. Again, multiply the first and the third term and then factor out the result. Okay, you select factors that will give us the sum that is equal to our second term. So we are going to use these factors. Again, positive multiplied by negative, that is negative. And we have to rewrite this using this. So we have here 15x squared plus 5xy minus 18xy minus 16y squared. And then we do the grouping and we factor out. Okay, so since this is the same, two terms are the same, we can combine them as one, and we can also combine 5x minus 6y. Our final answer here will be the quantity of 5x minus 6y multiplied by the quantity of 3x plus y. Number 4, we have 23b squared minus 25bc plus 2c squared. Multiply the first and the third term, and then for their product, you factor this out. Okay, select the factors that will give us the sum equal to our second term. So these are the factors that we are going to use, and then rewrite the equation using this. So we have here 23b squared minus 2bc minus 23bc plus 2c squared, and then do the grouping and factoring, and our final answer will be the quantity of 23b minus 2c multiplied by the quantity of b minus c. And for number 5, our given problem, we have 14a squared minus 11ab minus 15b squared. Multiply the first and the third term, and this is our product, and then factor out the product. Select the factors that will give us the sum that is equal to our second term, and then rewrite the equation using this, and then perform grouping, and after you group, you factor out, and then this will now be our final answer, the quantity of 7a plus 5b multiplied by the quantity of 2a minus 3b.